Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas, Jones AT&T Stadium, where their tortillas will be flying in celebration and in support of their beloved Texas Tech Red Raiders. Little gets the blood boiling. Quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas Tech's offense takes the field for the first time today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotion.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
When I have all that speed on the field, I got to find a favorable matchup. They're all across the board. Which guy do I know can win? Man-to-man coverage, you can see that guy can win on that play.
Off the RPO, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll give it to the back. On the move is the 30. Can anyone catch him? And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bears offense will take the field for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
On second down, he'll fire. Got it behind the line. It's Burrow. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
The Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
First down here for the offense. Give to the big fullback. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. On first down, here comes this offense. Fullback's got it. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
He's tackled at the 16-yard line. Second down coming up.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Bounced off his feet.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Got a man, it's Santiago. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away.
Number 12, on to punt it away.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
They'll go right back to the run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're working that left side. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Bears are flying down the field. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the miscue, 1st and 15 for this offense. Here's the give off the left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes his connection. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few.
I mean, you see so many smart wide receivers receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call, the perfect time, and obviously executed it.
Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Trying to move them on the counter. They make the stop at the 19 after a pickup of 5. The Bears are threatening in the red zone. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Looking to move it through the air. Release to the back. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. Steps away. Short gain on the play before he slides.
You know what, Reese, it is a great play, and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you could see it paid dividends on that third down.
No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw, trying to get to him. He makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Dumps it to the back. Snags it over the middle. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it harder to defend.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Get it out on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
The give on the inside. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stop farmer and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but
oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They'll throw it on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Yeah, and you use these running backs so much in the passing game now, and you expect them to make those plays for you, to make those big explosive plays out of the backfield.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
When you got third and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off. They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for. It's what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
And the Bears send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner is stopped. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. This time on target. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Red Raiders are on the move. They'll throw it on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Looking to throw it again. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already four-down territory? Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fast motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his second of the day, this one from 23. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a little off. Incomplete. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. On the ground, it's Burrow. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Bears will punt it away on fourth down. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, Rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise we saw just that in the first half today. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Red Raiders will boot it away to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and short, the power run here. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. The Bears decide to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He looks that one in nicely. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? Back to the air one more time. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Texas Tech 13, Baylor 0.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Wants to throw on second down. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Makes the catch. It's Balkinson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Bloomer making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He makes a catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Bears are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Sixth play of the drive coming up. He's looking for an open man on second down. He's going to run it. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
It's a draw. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
He's going to the right, looking for a path to the end zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And he missed it. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. Raider offense on its way to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play calling.
Afterburners coming. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Hand off from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to run for it. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass call is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Dances away from the heat. He'll try to do it himself. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
From the gun, the ground game. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. Bulldozes him. Touchdown, Red Raiders! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra pointer right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense on first down. He's going to pass. Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use...
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. It's caught downfield. All kinds of running room. At the 20. Touchdown, Red Raider. And the punishment has been extended. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tulsa is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in Chapman Stadium. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to USF. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. He wants to throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And on second down for this offense. Quick completion to the right. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're setting up the screen. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Red Raiders trying to get a touchdown on first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Give to the fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
At the 50. Third down coming up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.